Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Iggy's Bodybuilding Camp. Today's video is going to be a bit of a treat because I am going to look at 5 tasty treats which are packed with protein. Now, we all know that if you want to have protein in your diet, you're going to need to eat your meats, your eggs, some whey protein supplementation, but those things can become quite tedious, and when you turn to a snack, they tend to be quite high in carbohydrates and predominantly sugars and also fats. Now, what I've found here are alternatives to those tasty treats that you look forward to, but they've also got a bit of a protein punch, and they can easily be incorporated into any flexible dieting plan to ensure that not only are you hitting your carbohydrates and your fat macros, but you're also getting those protein macros and getting them in a way which is a bit more enjoyable. So without much further ado, snack number 1 is the protein bar. Now, you're all very familiar with protein bars. However, what you will also be familiar with is that most of the protein bars taste like ass. Now, I've had pretty much all the protein bars you can try under the sun. Everyone that's recommended any type, I've gone out, bought it and tried it. Most of them are dry, difficult to chew, just taste crap, and overall are not great and would never ever be a substitute for a real candy bar, right? A real chocolate bar. This is the exception to the rule. Grenade's Carb Killer. As far as I'm aware, they've only got the one flavor at the moment, although I may be mistaken. When I bought these a few months ago, I bought a couple of boxes worth. This was the only flavor that they did, but there may be a few others. This bar itself has 23 grams of protein, and I'll put all the other macros up on the screen rather than going through them all, but you can see that it's a 214 calorie bar, which is pretty much the same as most candy bars, if not a bit lower, but 23 grams of protein, and they come from mainly milk, so it's milk protein, a good source of protein. And the best part about it is it just tastes so good. I actually look forward to eating this. When I eat it, I don't feel like I'm eating a protein bar. That's the key with this protein bar here, is you don't feel like you're eating a protein bar. You just feel like it's a chocolate bar, yet you're getting all the protein. So if you haven't tried the Grenade Carb Killer protein bars, I would highly recommend it. Second treat, which is packed with protein, and I've just actually eaten this, are these Arla protein yogurts. 20 grams of protein in this one serving. I mean, it's hard to believe, but it's a 200 gram pot. The macros are incredible. Only 140 calories in this entire pot, and it's 20 grams of protein. Again, I'll pop the macros up on the screen, but this just tastes like, those petit falus, like Danone. It just tastes like those delicious petit falus. You would not believe that it's got no fat in it, and it doesn't taste as though it's got protein in it. It's just a brilliant way of, one, keeping you full, great way to have a dessert after your meal, and 20 grams of protein with your dessert. You're really not going to beat that. So definitely check this out if you get it in your shops. But if you don't, there are loads of alternative brands that are packed. So this is kind of taking Greek yogurt to the next level, but it still tastes great. Treat number 3, packed with protein, is My Protein's protein cheese. Now, I have also tried lots and lots of other protein cheeses, and I just didn't like the texture and the flavor. This, on the other hand, just tastes like a kind of a mild cheddar cheese. The macros are again, incredible. So 100 grams, which is a third of this block of cheese, and it's quite a chunky block. 100 grams is only 169 calories, and it's got 37 grams of protein, no carbs, and only 2 grams of fat. You seriously are not going to be able to beat this. The protein sources all come from milk. The only ingredient is 2% fat cheese, which comes from milk. So it is just a brilliant way of getting the extra cheesiness on your toast or your jacket potato or your beans or whatever it is you're eating, without the extra calories, without the extra fat. It's just, for me, I couldn't live without this now. And prior to discovering this particular brand of My Protein's protein cheese, I'd stopped eating cheese just because it didn't fit into my macros. It's mainly the fat macros, and most of the kind of zero fat or reduced fat cheeses just tasted appalling. So this, definitely a go-to. You can just order it online. I'm not affiliated with them, so I can't give you any kind of discount codes, but definitely recommend it. Tasty treat number 4, packed with protein, are these Novo Easy Protein bites. Now, this is by far for me the best flavor, which is the sour cream and onion. But they've got a whole variety of other flavors, and I've tried, I'd say, pretty much every single one of them, and this stands head and shoulders above for me. One pack is 147 calories. It has only 2.5 grams of fat, 11 carbs, and 20 grams of protein. So whether you're going to the cinema or you want to add something to your lunchbox, something to have, it is just a really nice way of getting some protein in and getting your chip, if you're American, crisp if you're UK, fix. I wouldn't say this tastes like your typical crisp, but it's pretty close. It's a tasty protein treat. I definitely recommend it. Give it a go, see if you like it. And the very last tasty treat packed with protein is this new discovery of mine, and you can thank me later. Weetabix's Protein Crunch. Now, I know in the US they have kind of protein cereals, but I have yet to come across a cereal in the UK which has this much protein and such, great macros, and there's nothing the ingredient list is minimal, and it's just a brilliant tasting cereal. So per 100 grams, I can eat 100 grams of this for fun. Per 100 grams, 379 calories, 3.2 grams of fat, 64 carbs, 22 sugars, 20 grams of protein. So what I've been doing nowadays is post-workout, I've been having a bowl of this, and then I have my coconut milk, and I throw a scoop of whey into that, and I mix it up, pour it in, and this plus the whey gives me 40 grams of protein post-workout. And it tastes so good. I don't know how they've managed to get so much protein in, and yet it tastes like any other cereal. I mean, every other cereal company seriously needs to go out there and think about how they can do the same thing just for us bodybuilders out there. All of the protein comes from the wheat, so probably the wheat gluten. So if you're staying away from gluten, it's clearly not the ideal cereal for you, but whole wheat, wheat gluten, and whole grain oats. That's where all of it comes from, and the other ingredients are just pretty much just cocoa powder, salt, and some vitamins that they've kind of added in. So really great cereal. It's high in fiber as well. 100 grams has 7 grams of fiber. So definitely check it out, guys. Highly recommended. So that is it. The 5 tasty treats packed with protein. I can easily fit all of these snacks into my daily flexible dieting. It just gives me that extra protein bump that I need, but I don't feel like I've sacrificed any of the luxuries of life's food treats. So I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Go out there, check these products out, give them a try, let me know what you think. Make sure you continue to follow the channel and follow my other social media pages. So I've got an Instagram, Twitter and Facebook page up and running. They're called Iggy's Bodybuilding Camp. So really appreciate if you keep supporting me through those. Keep watching the channel, keep living the life, be the best version of yourself that you can be, and I'll see you next time.